Right then, good afternoon everyone. How are we all doing? Let's get it. You ready to make some money? Make sure our sound alright. Yeah, we're all good. Good to go. So yeah, let's get straight to it, shall we? So yesterday we went through the fundamentals. We looked at what's going on this week. Obviously on Friday we've got NFP. There's that to be aware of. And then throughout next week, we obviously start picking up with CPI and PPI being the biggest pieces of next week. But today, specifically, we don't really have much to worry about. We've got news in about 15 minutes that's red folder, and then 30, at half past, which is in 30 minutes, which is red folder as well. Then obviously at 3:30, we've got more red folder for CAD as well. So, there's not much to worry about, but then there are little bits and pieces that we do kind of have to avoid just because they're red folder, not because, they're specifically big pieces of news on their own, more because they're red folder. So we've got to be careful there. We should be all right. There's nothing too big getting released. I don't think it's going to change the markets too much. This might a little bit. I don't think this will change it much at all, but we'll see how it goes. Obviously, we have to avoid that. But yeah, let's get straight to it. So the same routine as yesterday. We are going to be going over the fundamentals, and then we're going to be going over, obviously, GBP, JPY, looking for any positions, have a look at Bitcoin as well, which I've started to use a little bit more. And then we will obviously look at, gold, GU, EU, USD, CAD as well. I think we looked at yesterday. We'll just see how those analysis has played out, and we'll see what happens there. So yeah, let's just go straight into it. So starting off on GBP JPY, I do want to go to the monthly very quickly. Obviously, we did look at this monthly fair value gap. It's valid. We've came into it and we've respected it now. So we are kind of looking to continue down. We've got a bearish bias overall, for the next week or so. Looking to come down and take out this liquidity over here. Maybe even come down to this fair value gap over here on the monthly as well. So I'll see how that plays out. That's obviously more of a long-term bias ultimate thing. We are in a swing trade as well, and I will check that for you now. Afternoon. What do I do once I'm signed up to Vest Edge? I don't use Vestige. I've never heard of that before. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so we are up on GJ, which is nice. I'm using 0.2 lots and I'm up £17. Because obviously we are swing trading this. We are trying to catch this entire move to the downside, down to around about here, I think it was on the weekly. On the daily maybe. Yeah, down to here. This external liquidity over here. Or internal, I should say, if we're using the monthly over here. So you got the internal liquidity here. That's what I'm targeting, looking to take out ultimately. Now, obviously, we are using the higher time frames for our bias. We're not just going to be taking this sell trade and then that's it. This is a swing trade which is going to be playing out, over the course of maybe next week, the week after, maybe even. It's a longer term thing. Whilst this is playing out, we are going to be taking positions in, obviously, other directions maybe. But we're going to be trading as normal, basically. That's what I'm saying. Now, so we have accumulated. We manipulate up to that monthly fair value gap, respected it, and now we are starting to distribute to the downside. That's all on the higher time frames. If we go internal into the 15-minute time frame, we can see what's going on over here. Also, guys, make sure you like the stream. Please, I'm just on it now. Just hit that like button. It's right there. It helps me out majorly. All the YouTube business. If you're new, subscribe, all that stuff. Now on GJ, we have just kind of been consolidating for a bit. We haven't really been doing much else. Kind of just been going down quite slowly. So there is that to look at. We have just came into this fair value gap, respected it, Formed an evening star candlestick pattern, so we could take sells off of that. But what I want to do is first of all, I want to clean up the charts a little bit. Like, we don't need this. We don't need this here. We can keep the we don't even need the external AMD boxes, do we, to be honest? It'll clean things up majorly if we get rid of those. Right, we got rid of all that. So it is just pretty much grey now. So what am I seeing here? It literally is just one massive range, I think. Yeah, like we've had a couple consolidations like here, but then we just kind of come back into it. If I just draw this out. So we've manipulated to the downside, come into this accumulation twice and bounced off of it both times. We've formed a bearish fair value gap here and then formed an evening star pattern here. So we literally could take the sell here, targeting like down here maybe. But our stops would have to be here. We're looking at about 1.18, which isn't really what I want to be doing. We have just came back into a 5 minute as well. Oh, I think we've got to take this chance here. We've got to take this chance. It's a good setup, this. If I just take this. Right, let's just see what's going on. So, we've got a 5 minute, which we've just respected. We've got a 15 minute, which we have bounced off of. And now what's the left hand side, if there's anything in the way? So there is obviously this 5 minute fair value gap here. We'll be looking to invert that. So see how that plays out. If we start inverting that, then maybe we can look at an entry with stops above here. That makes sense. So I'm just gonna put an what's the 190? Okay, we'll just monitor it. So 189.867. So see how that plays out now. We'll look at entering when we start disrespecting this fair value gap. Buys would make sense though if we start respecting this, you know, we could take that buy position still. I wouldn't take a buy there, but you know, it's a confluence, isn't it? It really all depends on if we invert this. If we start disrespecting this fair value gap here, then yeah. Oh Jesus. How do I talk to you directly? I have a few questions about your course. Someone's impersonating you on Discord. Right, so two things. So I think there was a disclaimer. I may have gotten rid of the disclaimer chat, but either way, I don't DM you. I won't DM you first. So if you ever get a DM off of me, this is for everyone, by the way. If you ever get a DM off of me first and you haven't messaged me first, then it's a scam because I would not message you first. That's plain and simple. Second of all, if they're trying to get you to invest in something where with like thousands of pounds, or they're trying to manage your funds for you, or they want you to deposit to some sort of broker, that's a scam. The only thing I sell is the course, and I have a website for that, and it's WAP. If it's not on WAP, if it's not Fast Track Forex, it's not mine. And if I DM you first, it's a scam. Just want to get that clear. And if you want to talk to me, you can just go onto my Discord. You can either join the Discord server and tag me in the chat, or if it's more private, go on the Discord, add me, and then DM me, and I'll get back to you. And that's the best. That's the way you'll know it's not a scam, because you'll DM me. Now, to actually find me on Discord, I think I'm going to take this position now. 1 second. All right. I'm going to try something new. I'm not going to say when I'm in my position to see if people actually learn from it. Right. So yeah, if you just go onto the Discord server and click on the side, it'll be Mentor Josh Williams. Click that, click add friend, whatever it says, and then you should be good to go. That's if you want to talk to me, if you want to message me, that's what you need to do. Go onto the Discord server, add me, and then send us a message. Right, come on. Make sure you're liking the stream, guys. We have respected this fair value gap, so there's always that. That's a bullish confluence, I guess. We've got to start inverting this. We do have a 15-minute fair value gap potentially being formed right here as well, which is nice. But yeah, I'm not going to say when I'm in this. I'm just going to say when it's hit my take profit, and I think I'm going to start doing that from now on. I've watched a few people doing their live streams, and that's what they seem to do. And I think what it does is it helps the signals. Like, it stops the people just coming for signals. Like signal hunters. Like, if I was to give signals out for free on this stream, I wouldn't have 20 viewers. I'd have like 60 viewers or 80 viewers. And then once I've took the trade, I'd have 20 viewers again. So what I'm going to do is I'm just not going to say when I'm in my trades, unless you're in the private community. And we'll see how that plays out for a little bit, shall we? But make sure you're liking the stream, guys. Make sure you're liking the stream. It really does help. If you're new here, subscribe. Join the free Discord, which is in the description. First link in the description, my free Discord. Second link is my new free course where you can join the waitlist. And the waitlist will be closing on Saturday, the 7th of September. I think that's the correct date. That's when the waitlist is closing for the free course. And the free course will only be out for 3 months. It's only going to be out for 3 months. And then there'll be a new one. So make sure you join that whilst you can. And then obviously there is fast track trading if you want to join the course. But yeah, so we are seemingly respecting this. What we're going to do now is, just to keep the momentum up a little bit, we're going to let this do its thing. We're going to see what's going on here. We're going to go on to all these other things and just look at my analysis and what's going on there. So I don't think I analysed Bitcoin yesterday. So we are just going to ignore that for now. I am looking at an accumulation though, and I'll walk you through this in a minute. So gold, what was I talking about? Distribution move to the upside. It looks like we're trying to get that. I did say we were going to I think we were talking about manipulating to the downside. Coming down to here and respecting this fair value gap. I was saying we're going to come down and manipulate to this fair value gap. Then we did. You could have took a buy position straight off of that. I probably would have targeted up here as a fair value gap, maybe just at the top of this. Maybe even up here. Then we've come back down. We are still trying to push up, it seems. I'm not seeing any cycles of AMD really here. Suppose there's this on more of an internal scale. So if we just draw that out, got our accumulation, manipulation to the upside, and distribution to the downside now. Okay. Back to that fair value gap that I was talking about, but on more of an external level, we are looking at a consolidation now. But on more of an external level, we are looking at a move up, maybe up to this fair value gap up here, which I think comes from the daily or the 4 hour, maybe even the hourly. The hourly, it seems, yeah. Okay. But what we're looking at, yeah, so is, sorry, I don't know what just came out of my mouth there. That was not English. So what we're looking at now, basically, is a full cycle. So we've had our accumulation, manipulation, distribution, then our expansion or reversal phase. Now we're having our accumulation. As you can see, we are just kind of barcoding, which means our manipulation is next. So obviously to actually trade this, it all depends on what direction we are manipulating. If we manipulate up, then we're going to be going down. If we manipulate down, we're going to be going up. Now the good thing about this, I've just spotted, is we've got fair value gaps on either side, I think. So if we just draw that out, we've got a fair value gap up here, then we've got a fair value gap right here as well. Now we can do, this is how it's going to work. So what you could do is you could manipulate up into this fair value gap and look for sells, or you can manipulate down into this fair value gap and look for buys up to this fair value gap. Basically what you're doing is you're trading from one fair value gap to the other, depending on what fair value gap it hits first. That sounds incredibly simple, and it sounds like it doesn't work, but that's exactly what it is. It does work. So if you wait for price to manipulate into a fair value gap, look for some form of lower time frame candlestick pattern, like a morning or evening star, which are the two most common ones with this strategy. Then you can trade in the opposite direction. So yeah, that's what's going on gold. On an internal level, we are accumulating, looking to manipulate, and then obviously distribute. On an external level, we are looking to distribute to the upside. Now, what makes the most sense for the internal move, because of the external bias, basically we do just want to be looking for buys. So we only really want to see this position. That's the only thing I'd want to see because of my bias. So that's gold. We are bullish on gold. GBP USD, what's going on here? So, okay, so we did actually call this trade, I think. Yeah, we didn't get to where we wanted to go to though. So probably would have been break even or out of this by now. That's annoying, but you know, I was still right about the direction. So it proves the strategy still. Now what's going on GU? We have this massive range. If we just draw that out, we're gonna get rid of this trade now. We've got this. Same thing again, really, guys. The only difference is I maybe talk about this, maybe target this area down here instead. Straightforward again. We've got a fair value gap at the top, a fair value gap at the bottom. Whatever one we touch first, we take the opposite trade and then basically target the other side. So if we hit the bearish fair value gap, we take sells down to here. If we hit the bullish fair value gap, we take buys up to here. Simple as that. Now, we have already closed outside the manipulation range. I mean, outside the accumulation range, which means we are in manipulation. So we are going to label this a bullish manipulation, which means we're looking for a bearish distribution down to like around about here. So what we want to see is price come up to here, form a candlestick pattern, respect it, have that candlestick pattern, and then we get in for our position and take that sell down to here. That's what we want to see on GU. So on gold, we're bullish. On GU, we're bearish. On GJ, we are melting down, going nicely towards my take profit, which is nice. On gold, bullish. GU, bearish. USD CAD, we'll have a look at that again. We're still just consolidating. I literally said we're going to consolidate now. Whoever was, if you're here and you were asking for USD CAD yesterday, if you caught any trades, let me know. It looks like we are just consolidating right now. This is an external thing. If we look at an internal thing, you know, more of an internal move, we've got this accumulation, manipulation down to here. So we would be looking for distribution to the upside. That's pretty much it. That's what I'm saying. If we're going to take the trade again, there's no real fair value gaps here, so I'd probably just avoid this completely. But if you want to take your entry, I'd either wait for one to be formed and then disrespected or whatever. Or see if price can push this low. If price can push past this low down here, we take the sell side liquidity. We could get a nice move up. So if we come down here, then we take the buy. So we're bullish on gold, bearish on GU, bullish on USD CAD and oil. I'm not going to look at oil. I don't know why oil's here. Yeah, and then Bitcoin again is just consolidating as well. So with Bitcoin, what I'm looking for, only this is it. I'm not looking for anything else other than this move. If this move happens, I'll take the trade. If it doesn't happen, I won't take the trade. Simple as that. Okay. I want to see a manipulation to the upside into this fair value gap, form a candlestick pattern, and then we have a nice move down to here. Simple as that. That's what I want to see on Bitcoin. So on Bitcoin, we're bearish. Gold, we're bullish. GBP USD, we're bearish, and USD CAD, we are bullish. Now the thing is here, with GBP USD and USD CAD, we're basically just hedging ourselves, doubling our risk basically. Because if you look at the DXY is the dollar index. You should know about this. If you don't, it's the dollar index. The USD CAD and the GBP USD both have USD in. Now, with the index or the indices for each currency, so before we actually talk about that, we need to go back again. Forex pairs have two things. They have a quoted currency and a base currency. The base currency is the first currency, and the quoted currency is the second currency. So on USD CAD, USD is the base currency, and Canadian, or the Canadian dollar, or the CAD, is the quoted currency. GBP USD, the British pound is the base currency, and the USD is the quoted currency. So you can see how the USD is the base one here and the quoted one up here. So it's going to have, basically, it's going to move in the same direction, in opposite directions. So if if the DXY goes up, if the DXY goes up, the GBP USD will go down, and the USD will go up. So basically have just like double up risk there, kind of basically just said the same thing on a different pair. But on GJ, we're bearish, we're in the sells. Bitcoin, we're looking for sells. Gold, looking for buys. GU, looking for sells. USD CAD, looking for buys. So what we'll do is we'll see how this plays out tomorrow as well. The same routine as always. See how my analysis has played out. But it should be common knowledge that my strategy is extremely effective. As I said, there's 3 days left on the free course. If you want to learn this exact strategy, which I've used to analyze these charts and get into these trades, go into the second link in the description, join the waitlist for the free course, then join the free Discord server. And when the free course is released, practice the information I'm teaching you, and then show the free Discord what you're practicing to see if there's any corrections, see if there's any errors and any mistakes that need fixing. That's the best way to improve, and that's how you're going to learn this strategy. Just asking if I'm still buying JPY. Can I hold the trade? Well, where's your stop loss? Oh, yeah. Where's your stop loss placed? Because if your stop loss is like down here, you could still be right. So we have got a valid fair value gap here. So we've got a 15 and a 5 minute up here. Come on. How's the 5 minute closed? So the 5 minute closed down here. Alright. SL is 187.18. One. Are you sure that's your stop loss? If you're in if you're in buys and your stop loss is up here, it's already been hit, hasn't it? Right, it looks like we're coming back to test this fair value gap. So we formed a bullish fair value gap here, disrespected it, so inverted it. So we've got a bearish inverted fair value gap. So we're coming back to kind of test that. We'll see how we react to that. I think I might move to break even. Right. Okay. I'm break even now, so we should be okay. Your TP is this area, so if you don't mind, tell us your entry as well. I want to see like why you got in and stuff like that. Come on, guys. Make sure you're doing the liking the stream. You know, the YouTube business, all that stuff. SL is 189,834. So I'm assuming it's like below this low here. Technically, that's what you've gone for. You've gone to put it below this low here. Is that right? Yeah, we are. Look, we've respected that now. Yeah. Did you put it below this low? If you did, I'd move it a little bit. I'd probably put it like below here even. Because price can still come into this area and just wick it and then continue up. You really do want to be looking at price taking out a low. Yeah, we're kind of just messing around here. Looks like I'm probably going to get tuck break even. But yeah, you don't want to. You don't want it to be extremely tight so you can make maximum profits. You want to give it a little bit of breathing room if you're going to have your stop loss around there. Now, I really probably should have got out here. You know, there was liquidity here, which we kind of took out now. That's annoying. I think I have been tuck break even. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. But yeah, if that's where your stop loss is going to be, if you were aiming to put your stop loss below this low, really you want to give it a bit of breathing room. You don't just want to put it like directly here, like at the bottom of an open. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm out. I've got to break even now. That's unfortunate. Oh well, at least we tried something. That's the main thing. Let's see what's going on over here. Okay, gold seems to be pushing down to here, which is nice. GU pushing up to here, which is nice. Now we want to start looking for signs of a reversal. USD CAD pushing down, took out this liquidity, come to this fair value gap down here, which is mad. Was not expecting that. So that's what's going on there. All right, I definitely should have got out of here, taken out that liquidity there. Definitely should have done that. That's pretty much it. I think we've got tuck break even. I was going to try this. Looks like we can't really though. You know, it's a bit of a sloppy distribution and manipulation as well. So we're probably just better off missing the next move instead of trying to call it, then waiting for that consolidation and then catching the next clean move that's actually predictable. Is 2480 a valid buy limit for gold? Well, first of all, I wouldn't have a buy limit if I was you. I'd wait to see how price closes and stuff like that. Like candle closes are quite important. You know, so I wouldn't just have a limit order right here. But in terms of a buy trade, a buy entry, yes, it is. You want to kind of wait for price to just form lower time frame candlestick pattern. So if price is to come into this fair value gap here, instead of just having a limit order being like, okay, when price touches this, I'm gonna buy. Wait for price to come to that level. Go to a lower time frame. So in this example, we're looking for buys. So we go to a lower time frame when price comes to this bullish fair value gap, and look for bullish candlestick patterns. When we find a bullish candlestick pattern, that is when you take your entry. that's how you want to trade. You don't just want to have limit orders. You want to just kind of monitor the charts. And if you're thinking you have limit orders to make it easier so you can go about your day, it literally only takes like 5 minutes. And I think we just had news released. That's probably messed a few things up. It's going to mess gold or GU up, one of them, because they both got USD at the end. So yeah, that's pretty much the stream, guys. I've got nothing else to talk about, really. So we would have hit that's from news, that Kenny. If you look at the top right, you can't even see it. It's 3 p.m. for me, 3 p.m. here. USD news. But yeah, that's pretty much the stream, guys. I've got nothing else to talk about now. We've ran over, the fundamentals for today and tomorrow. We've ran over, and for this week, really, and we've ran over GJ and the analysis of GJ. We tried to take a trade. Obviously, we got took break even just before it went straight to our take profit, which is very annoying, but we move. That was from news. We were trading basically technicals, not fundamentals. Bitcoin consolidating, looking to manipulate to the upside and trade to the downside. Gold, I think it's consolidating, or potentially is in a manipulation now. So we are looking for buys on gold still, looking for sells on GU, and looking for buys on USD CAD. Now news has seemingly just pushed us the opposite direction for all of these. So we'll have to see how those play out. But that's the stream, guys. We tried the trade, it lost. It was break even. Then we went to our take profit, which is obviously annoying, but we move. I've got nothing else to talk about. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time, same place. Make sure to like the stream before you go. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you join the free Discord server, which is the first link in the description. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and make sure you get access to this free course. I'm going to be approving off of the waitlist on Saturday, the 7th of September, and then that's it. And then the people who get accepted will only have 3 months access. So I will see you in the course, hopefully, on Saturday, the 7th of September. I'll see you tomorrow for the new stream, and I will see you in my I'll see you in my free Discord server, which is the first link in the description. Thanks for tuning in. Have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll update you tomorrow on how my analysis